Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Journey from 1975 to 2025. For those of you math whizzes out there, that's 50 years. This is a program talking to everybody who was born in 1975 who this year is realizing their 50th year. We have had some amazing guests who've shared about their journeys and the experiences to this great big year of this big age. And today's guest is no different. This is actually a friend who I've known through my formative years. We first met when we were in our first year of high school. For those who went to high school in Zimbabwe or in the UK, that is Form 1. Or here in the US, it would be your first year in high school, so your freshman year. So this Sunday, I have the privilege of speaking to Beryl. Beryl, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, Bertha. Thank you so much for having me. I've been looking forward to this, just didn't have the courage.
Getting to this point since this started has been a journey on its own.
I'm sure it has been, I'm sure, and you've had really fabulous guests. And I'm in awe of all their lives up till now. Can't wait for
Oh,
you to do the 60th year.
trust me, we'll be back.
Good,
We'll be back. We
good.
will be back. Well, your 50th year has been amazing.
It
So,
has
first of
been.
all, tell us a little bit because you start off in January. You're like one of the first ones to hit it. So, give us a synopsis.
So, 22nd of January, I turned 50. And I was in Zimbabwe with my family. My mom was there, and the plan was to have a birthday at home. Nothing special, but it was so special in the sense that I was with my mom, my sister, my friends, and family. So that to me, and my husband to be,
At
that to
that
me,
time.
yes, at the time, that to me was really, really special. And in January, in Zimbabwe is lovely and hot. We had
Mm,
mangoes, we had mealies, we had guavas, and
yes.
of course, everything else that comes, all the food that come with being at home.
Oh, you're making my mouth water.
Oh,
You're taking me back.
it was special. It was lovely.
Those mangoes, getting them from the tree was just,
Exactly. And pomegranates, by the
oh,
way, yes.
I didn't get a
Right.
pomegranate. I totally forgot about that.
Oh God, they were in season. My dad's house had plenty of those.
Oh, I missed out.
Yeah, you
Darn.
did. They were
Well,
really good.
so that was one aspect of your 50th excitement.
Yes. And a few days later, I got married. My husband and I became Mr. and Mrs. K.
Oh, after
Yeah.
how many years
Wow.
of slow walking to this journey?
It was a proper slow walk. I'm telling you, the turtles, the snails all overtook us. So we met 20 years ago this year.
Wow.
So yes, it's been a walk, but I think we it has been a fun walk. We've had
Yes.
ups and downs, but we stuck together.
Well, as what happens in any relationship,
Yeah, in any
as what happens.
relationship, in life, things got hard, but we pulled each other along. Things got better. We ran, and then
Hmm.
we got stopped along the way. A few hurdles, a few stops, or maybe I should call them laybys.
Oh, I
But
like that.
we're still plodding on.
Well, that is beautiful. Congratulations to both of you. I was lucky enough to be there to witness that. Granted,
Well, you know what? I was
15, 18 years ago, I had said I was going to be a bridesmaid. Now you decided to wait 20 years, Beryl. I could
you,
no longer be a bridesmaid waiting 20
you
years.
know what? It I know you were there, and I'm so grateful you were there. And sadly, I don't think it was just us. I think it was God's way of
It
testing
was.
us over the
Mhm.
years,
Yeah.
and also tested our friendship. Because, hey ho, you would have been one of my bridesmaids, if not the maid of honor, but you still came along even though you couldn't be. I mean, how great is that?
Oh, it was a beautiful day. It just being there, because for me, I'm still not married, but seeing you there is like a sign of, you know what? If it's gonna happen, it will happen.
Absolutely.
So
And you know
I
what?
think it's
I
beautiful.
say, people don't give up. Don't give up. I think in life we expect you meet a boy, you get engaged, and the next year you get married.
The pressures of society.
Exactly. But hey ho, God's timing is the perfect timing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That faith. Have that faith. One of the most beautiful things you did, and I don't know if you even remember this. Instead of doing a bouquet toss, you remember what you did? Tell us why you did that. Because that was just so beautiful and thoughtful. And I still have my flowers, by the way, because I got two.
Oh,
I dried mine.
oh. So,
Oh, take your time, love. This was not meant to make you cry, but that was such a beautiful gesture, and I can just give an overall of what you did, and then you can tell us why, right? So
okay.
instead of Beryl tossing her bouquet to the single ladies, I guess after the single ladies song played, she teased us, and then she turned around and she separated her bouquet and shared it with every single lady who was there. And I believe as she was sharing it, she said, I want each of you to go to experience what I am experiencing today. And it was so beautiful, so, so beautiful. So for me to now get the chance to ask you why and hear from you why you thought to do it that way, I can't wait.
So, I I have a lot of single friends. Some have never been married, some have been widowed, and some um have, yeah, are just single. So I wanted you guys and every single person who was there to experience what I was going through. I couldn't have done this without you guys. And over the well, I say 18 years that I wanted to be a bride, you guys stood by me, and we all wanted it so much. I knew you guys wanted it for me, and we all wanted it for each other. So if I can have it, I'm sure that gave you guys hope. And love is such a beautiful thing. Getting married, wearing that dress, I think as a child, most of us, if not all of us, wanted to have that, but not all of us have. And now that I shared it with you, I am hopeful and looking forward to attending each and every one of my single sisters and friends' weddings in the next few years.
Girl, put it out to the universe. Put it out
Amen.
there.
Amen.
You know,
Absolutely. Oh,
it's
thank
such
you
a
for
great.
recognizing that. Nobody has even asked me why I did that. I think that's why I got emotional.
No, I knew I was going to ask you.
Okay.
And for me, this platform was a chance for me to do that. So I held on to that question
Mm,
to ask the why. But in the moment, there was so much going on, but it resonated with me. When I tell you, I still have the flowers today. I
I
came home and I dried them.
don't know what to say. I really don't. But I can only thank you for coming. Thank you for being my friend and being my bestie. I have a few besties, but you way up there with me.
Oh, Beryl, you know,
Mm.
that gesture to me is a testament to who you are. For
Oh,
me, it wasn't. a question of, should I go to Beryl's wedding? Will I go to Beryl's wedding? No, it was always, I am going to Beryl's wedding. I don't know what I need to do, but I know I'm going to be in Zimbabwe for that. So
You
as
know,
soon as you told me, it was like, this is happening.
you know what? As soon as I told you, you were like, I'm coming. I'll be there. Do you want me to do anything? Before I even planned anything, when we were still in talks. And you know what?
That
You
is
used to
true.
remind me, which I thought was really great. I'll be there. I'll be there. I
Yes.
can't wait. And
Hmm.
hey ho, the wait is over now.
Listen, listen. Now we're looking at anniversaries and celebrating other milestones, but your wedding was beautiful. It was well thought out. It was very inclusive,
Thank you.
and you did a beautiful job.
Thank you so
You and Mr.
much.
K looked so beautiful. Oh my God.
Oh,
Those pictures. I love the way you embraced tradition. That was
we we did
beautiful.
our best. Thank you.
No, you did good. You did good. So your 50, as we have already seen,
Mm-hmm.
came with, oh my gosh, turning 50, marriage. So
Mm.
how has 2025 been now being Mrs. K?
2025 has been a really wonderful year. I think it started how we expected and how I wanted, and it has sadly over the last few months, especially the last couple of weeks, I lost one of my besties, a boy that I knew since I was a teenager, and that kind of put a downer to it. Um, my husband and I, like I said, we met 20 years ago. Sadly, we haven't really gone out and celebrated how we wanted because my friend died so soon before our anniversary.
Mm,
And I don't think I have been in a place I wanted to celebrate. We still had dinner, we still went out, but we would have liked to do more. It was just a subdued um, celebration.
and
And how it's going to end beautifully because my husband turned 60 in September. So it's a year of milestones.
I
And
love that
so
for you
far, the year
guys.
has proved to be what we wanted it to be.
I love that for you guys. I
Thank
love
you.
it. I love it. Well, definitely condolences to your friend. I did see a post about that.
Mm,
Really, really sad anytime that we lose somebody we've known for so long,
yeah.
and then especially now with us turning such a big age, I think for me that has been the big reflective point,
Mm-hmm.
being actually able to be thankful
Yeah.
because nothing is guaranteed. So
Absolutely not. Mm-hmm.
I would say, I know it's sad, but instead of mourning him, celebrate his life,
Yeah.
the life that he did have.
He had a good life.
Yes.
He was a happy guy. He made me happy. He made us laugh.
Celebrate that.
Yeah.
Celebrate that and incorporate that into your celebration as well.
Absolutely.
That way you can still live within those joyous memories, even though
Mm-hmm.
there's a gap, you can still allow that to be able to carry you through.
Thank you.
So, with that, that is such a sad segue, but you are a nurse.
I am.
How has that been? How long have you been in nursing, and how has that changed you over the years?
So I I've been a nurse 23 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Um it's been a journey. I have enjoyed my work. It has its ups and downs. It has its good moments and its bad moments, but I have enjoyed it. And career wise, I think I've made good progression over the years. from the junior nurse to what we call advanced clinical practitioner. I think it's been a good journey. It's been hard, but it's been good.
Do you find it fulfilling?
I do. I do. Some days you wish you could have done more. Some
Hmm.
days you kick yourself, and some days you're like, yeah, I did it. Yeah.
I
It.
really admire nurses
Oh, thank you.
because I don't know how you guys do it.
Oh,
Nurses, teachers.
yeah.
I
Teachers.
I have the utmost respect because dealing with people is a whole different thing. I I always say if I had become a nurse at 19, I would
Mm-hmm.
probably be an amazing nurse. But for me to pivot now in my life, mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
I don't like people.
You know what? It's not just about people. It's their stories,
Yes,
and how they got there and how you can make a difference and what difference you're making and doing your best to make a difference with what resources you have and what time you
right,
have
right.
and the knowledge.
And that has to come from within because when you hear of nurses getting burned out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they struggle with the most. Being able to find that capacity to have that empathy because it almost gets drained.
Yeah.
And that's why I say I can't do it at this big age of 50 of mine.
Wow,
It's not
Bertha,
that
you're
I'm not
not quite
empathetic.
50 yet, but you
Thank
can
you.
do it. It is hard work. I used to say to myself, when I first started, I was an emergency nurse. And then I went and I did a bit of community pediatric nursing after I converted. I started off as an adult nurse and then converted to children's nursing. And I wanted to work in the community to see not all children make it to the emergency department. Some of
Right.
them we nurse from home. So I wanted to see that aspect of pediatric nursing. I didn't last very long, what, a year and a half, maybe two. And I came back to emergency nursing and then I moved to a minor illness unit and I stayed there. And for a long time, I couldn't imagine myself going back to emergency nursing until I did my master's
Hmm.
in advanced practicing and I found myself back in the emergency department and I actually still love it as much as I did back in 2002.
Oh, wow.
Mm,
But isn't that actually what helps with nurses staying in longer, being able to be diverse, to diversify, right? That way you're not doing the same thing over and over and over again.
yeah, absolutely. But then you have to diversify. You've got to enjoy,
Right.
first and foremost, you've got to enjoy what you do because you there's not a lot of thank you when you work, um, be it the parents, be it the patient. Sometimes even your bosses might not be as as congratulating or as affectionate as you'd
Right.
like them to be, but you still, as long as you feel that you've done a good job, and it's not going to be every day you feel like that, but you just do the best that you can, the best with what you have and your resources. So hey, it is hard work, but I think you've got to love it first. And I do.
That is lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. See, this is you. This is just you. I can't even remember when we were younger. Did you want to be a nurse? Is
Yeah.
that what you wanted?
Remember, um, initially, I think my every girl wants to be an air hostess, right?
That was your first path.
That was my
That is
first path.
true.
And I did that. And I did it for what, 3, 4 years, maybe 4 or 5 actually. And I got to a stage where it kind of became the same. And I just
Right.
couldn't see myself sleeping in hotel rooms the rest of my life or
It
for
wasn't
much
fulfilling
longer.
anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a hotel room here, hotel room there. everywhere you went with your trolley case in case you didn't come back home. You always had your
Right.
toothbrush, your underwear, and a spare uniform. And that kind of got boring. I think it's fun when you're still young. I was still young then, but it quickly got boring, and I knew I didn't want to stay in that kind of role forever. So, yeah, so I left. And also, another thing, I wanted to do, like I said, I wanted to be an air hostess to start with. And I also wanted to be a nurse. I had an aunt who worked in Saudi Arabia during the Gulf War.
Oh, wow.
I think that was in the 80s, no,
And I
1990,
think early
91.
90s, yeah.
Yeah. And she used to send us stuff, you
Oh,
know? And you think, oh, if I when I become a nurse, I'm gonna do this for my mom, I'm gonna do this for my sister,
yes.
I'm gonna do this and that.
But you
And
fulfilled that.
I have.
You have
Yeah, and I'm
fulfilled that.
glad I have.
You have fulfilled that. That is beautiful.
Oh,
That is
thank
so,
you.
so beautiful. I remember us when we were younger. So we used to live just for context. We
Mm-hmm.
went to school in Bulawayo, but we
Yes.
were from Harare.
Mm-hmm.
We always used to travel together back and forth. And I think that's when our bonds actually got stronger, when we were
Absolutely.
away from everybody else and from our dorm and everything else. So
Yeah.
I don't know why that memory just crept up in my
Oh, because remember, we used to hang out even after we wrote our O levels. We used to hang
Yes.
out. Yeah. And I
Oh,
used
it's
to
been
come
such a
watch you
journey.
play hockey.
It's been a journey.
It has been.
Such a journey.
It has been.
So, in regards to family,
Mm-hmm.
I know you've got your extended babies. In our culture, those are your babies, right?
Yes. Yes.
Girls.
Yeah.
How has that been for you?
It's so my extended babies, my family have really they've I've grown with them. I love them absolutely like they're my own. Over the years, Nick and I did try, and sadly, it never happened. And we're happy with that. You try, and then in the end, you kind of think, well, things happen. Maybe it's not God's will. And I love my extended family, the family that my sisters, my brothers made, my friends made. They all treat me like their second mom, which I
Oh,
think I
you are.
really appreciate.
You are, mom.
Yeah,
You
I
are my
am.
guru.
I am. I
So,
am.
I don't know if I've shared this story with you.
Mm-mm.
I think I have actually. When I was at a barbecue in Ohio, and this little girl is running around, and somebody's saying,
Yes.
Beryl, Beryl.
Yes, I
And I'm like, wait,
remember.
I only know one Beryl in my life. And then I called her over and I was like, Beryl, come here. And I'm like, what's your mother's name? And she's like, my mom is Adesu. And I'm like, okay, go and call your mother and tell her to come here right now.
Oh,
Poor
bless.
little girl had no idea, like, who is this woman ordering me around? Had no
Oh,
idea, but that's how your name just showed up in my life in the middle of nowhere,
well, we didn't make that bond all those years ago to lose it
right?
as we got older. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one thing about like our friendship group from Carnegie, because I'm not going to say Townsend, it's from Carnegie.
Yeah,
We may not speak every year, but when we do get together and we do speak, it's almost like we last spoke yesterday.
exactly.
And that's one of the things I love about us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like no time. We don't lose any time. We just pick up where we left. And I think that's a true testament of friends.
Right.
There's no, oh, but you were calling me, you did this. Nothing like that.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
let's just pick up where we left off and
Exactly.
see how life is going at at that spot. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think a lot of people can say that about their
No,
friendships
no.
because we have, most people hold on to things,
Yeah.
but I don't even remember anybody ever wronging me. Even if they did, I don't remember.
it's in the past.
It's in the
It's
past.
in the past.
It's
Life
in
is
the
too
past.
beautiful to hold grudges.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about you moving from Zimbabwe to the UK. What happened with that? And how has life been since you've moved to the UK? I mean, other than you meeting Nick and,
Mm-hmm.
uphill after that.
Yeah. So when I left Zim, I I actually didn't buy my air ticket. Hmm. I worked for the airline, so I went and I applied for a rebate ticket. And I came. Yeah. And
Nice.
stayed. I had saved a bit of money being an air hostess. I had a lot of money. I was still staying with my mom. So I had a lot of money. And yeah, got on the flight and I came to England. Stayed with friends for a couple of weeks. And then I went stayed with my aunt for a couple of months. And I came back to London. And the rest is history.
I love that.
Mm.
I
And
love
yes, I had those odd jobs where we worked in restaurants, in fast food, because you had to,
hmm
and yeah, and
But
then
that's part of
I
the growth.
sorry,
That's part of the growth process.
exactly. And I went into nursing.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. I'm so glad you found your passion. And it's one of those things where I think it fits who you are, like to the core.
Oh,
And so things have aligned for you. And that makes me so happy for you. You
oh,
sound so happy.
I am happy in my job, in my life, in my friendships. I am happy. I can't complain. Life has been good. God has been beautiful. God has been wonderful and
Yes.
faithful.
Yes. Yes. And all
Mm-hmm.
we have to do is to keep the faith.
Absolutely.
The faith. So if you had to give 21-year-old Beryl some advice, what
Mm.
advice would you give her?
Ha ha ha. Okay, so I think follow your dreams, no matter how far they seem. Follow them. Um, be true to yourself and be true with whatever you do. Love is very important. Faith is very important. Having God in your life is very important. And thanking Him every day for what you are, what you've become, and what you will become.
Yes.
Hmm.
The theme I've heard mostly has been gratitude.
Yeah,
Just being grateful, as you said, for all the things that we have been given.
absolutely.
Opportunities, because, not everybody made it to this age. So why are
No,
we special?
not everybody made it to this age with what we have. What
Right.
we don't have don't matter.
hmm
It's
So
what
be content.
exactly.
Be content. And I think that's
Exactly.
why we get along so well,
Mm,
because we don't compete.
no,
We appreciate where each of us are,
absolutely.
and we accept each other for who we are, where we are, when we are. So I love that.
Exactly.
hmm
Exactly.
Hey, we've grown up.
We
Hey,
have. We have. We have. We
this is
absolutely
growth.
have. It is.
Well,
It
I love
is.
this. Well, Beryl, thank you for having the courage to finally come and chat with me on this on this podcast. I'm definitely hoping to get everybody together before the end is out. So we will definitely be doing this again.
I look forward to that. And I want to be one of the ones that talks to you about your journey once you've turned 50. I want to wait until you actually do turn 50.
You are the third person to ask me this, and the suggestion has been for my 50th, I should have all the previous guests come on and we have a conversation with everyone. You guys
That's
kind of put me in the
brilliant.
hot seat. So we'll see.
That is absolutely brilliant.
We will see what happens.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
We
We'll
will. We
make it.
will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much. I am so grateful to have you on. Can't wait until we talk again in a few weeks, at least on here. I'll talk to you before that, definitely.
I'm sure.
But you have a wonderful rest of the week ahead.
Thank you for having me, and it's been lovely talking to you. Sorry I got a bit emotional, but I
Oh,
just love you
no. Oh,
and
I
I
love
love my
you.
people.
I love you too. I love everything that you represent. You're
Oh,
just you.
Bertha,
So
thank you. Thank you